Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Alberta's pride. Hey, ho, hey, ha, ha, hey, this way. Hey, 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 whoa.
Out in Alberta where the Rockies rise, Tommy Temper streaming with fire in his eyes. From a lake house glowing in the moonlight's gleam, he's the YouTube king of the widest streams. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. Hot tub bubbling under starlit skies, he's calling out the haters with truth in his lines, talking about the world from the left to the right. Tommy's got the mic, keeping it tight. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. Lake house vibes where the mountains meet the stream, he's dodging all the trolls like a champion dream. From Alberta's heart, he's lighting up the night. Tommy Temper's truth is his guiding light. With a wink and a grin, he's taking on the fight, spilling all the tea in the YouTube live. From the hot tub to the Rockies, he's living it free. Tommy Temper's the streamer we all want to see. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. So raise a glass to Tommy, the legend of the land. From Alberta's lake house, he's taking a stand. With the Rockies watching and the hot tub steaming, Tommy Temper's the hero of YouTube dreaming. She's streaming Tommy Temper, Alberta's pride.
Sunday. It's Sunday, and it's, a windy Sunday, a rainy Sunday. As you can see, I don't know if I would be swimming out there on the lake or even sailing on the lake or even boating on the lake. Today might be a bad day to be out there. It's, I would classify this as a bit of a storm that we're having here right now. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable what the weather is like out here. I think that just staying indoors might be the thing to do. We're not going to be riding around in my illustrious golf cart. Oh, hang on. I've just got to change my thumbnail because the thumbnail doesn't even look like what is going on. It looks like I'm inside of a studio or something like that. Hang on here. Where's all my Facebook slideshow stuff here? I don't know if I can find something a little bit better. I don't even have a screenshot of what's going on behind me there that I can put up as a thumbnail, but I'm just looking through my thumbnails here right now just to see what's going on. Oh, I don't want to put up the Canadian flag because I'm in Alberta. Oh, I'll put up the Alberta flag. How about that? Yeah, this is a little bit better. And let me just turn on this switch for quote monetization here. Let's see. Do that and automatic and that and and that. Okay, just to top it off here a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. It's a stormy day out here. It's going to be a stormy night. And it's not looking great at all for the people that come down to Sylvan Lake to go lying on the beach or going swimming or boating or any of those activities at the lake. It's more like a hell warmed over kind of a day. Yeah, I think the Great Flood is coming here. We're getting lots of rain, and there are parts of Alberta, I think, that are warnings have come out for flooding of rivers and stuff like that. Who knows? Maybe Brett down south there might be getting so much water that they'll be flooding. Where was he? High River. It's going to have High River at High River. Yeah, there's a good possibility of that. How's everyone doing today? How are you doing out there in YouTube land? I hope you're doing well. How's everyone out there? Oh, look it. We've got a super chat out there right away. Let's see. Coming in from, Matt Bell. Hey, good to see you. Just became a member. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot for becoming a member. That's kind of nice to see. We like to see people become members in our stream here. You hit that join button on YouTube and you can become a member of the channel here. We really appreciate that. Yeah, I've been getting some flack on Bash's book there and some of the groups there. People are posting some false information about me that's pretty much libelous information. It's kind of like Queenie, who's always saying some bad stuff about me, negative stuff, calling out, especially calling out my kids. Please, Queenie, please leave my children out of the picture. Quit talking about them, wishing harm upon them and stuff like that. That's very, very poor in your judgment, okay, to be doing stuff like that. I don't mind if you say stuff about me. I don't like you doxing me, but whatever. I'm not going to LARP or harp here on this. You know what? Why don't you forget about the past, live the future, and hope for a better future. Live the present, I should say, and hope for a better future. We need a way better future than what I see behind me here. My camera is getting bombarded with wind, as you can see. It's getting bombarded with rain and kind of crapping out a little bit there. As you can see, it got frozen. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is hell warmed over. I don't know. I might have to start building an ark if things get any worse out there, because that water is going to fill up and start flooding and head right over to where I'm at here. Oh my God. I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, it's terrible out there. Not a good situation. And I'm going to be hitting the road. I'm going to be hitting the road as well today. So we're going to be in the mobile in the car. And on the highway, it's going to be really bad because that wind is going to be blowing across the highway. And I don't know, I might even see like a 18-wheeler or something like that has gotten blown over into the ditch. And really, watching those 18-wheelers and they kind of go as they're going down the road with their trailer. Some of those guys like speeding even if it's windy out, and those are the guys that end up getting blown into the ditch. So we'll be witnessing some of that on our drive back to Edmonton today, because we are going to be hitting the road and heading out. We did have a fun week here. We were here for almost a week. We were here from Tuesday until Sunday here now. So we had lots of fun here in Sylvan Lake. It's a great place to come, great place to visit, great place to sit in your hot tub. Yeah, so we're going to be having a hot tub party and stuff like that. Hey, Dimebag in there. Hey, good to see you. Good to see all of the people in there. We got XPW. Hang on, let me bring this up on a bigger screen here. I'm trying to squint at the video here. Oh, actually, hang on a second here. Let me click these three buttons and make this a little bit bigger here. Oh yeah, it's only 100. That's what the problem is here. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, my Trump makeup looks amazing. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Do appreciate that. Yeah, this isn't Trump. Look, this is not orange. I look a little bit pink here. If you want, I can go in and adjust. I can look green or purple or whatever color you want. You can go into the camera settings here. I don't know if you saw that last stream that I did there. Or was it the last one or the one before? Where I did the makeup job, and my face was looking a lot thinner. My neck, although I couldn't adjust my neck, but my face I could adjust, my cheekbones. I even had a little bit of makeup on and a little bit of red lipstick and stuff like that. I was looking pretty dapper at that point. We won't do that here today. It does look like a hurricane, no doubt about it. It's been like that since I woke up this morning at 7 o'clock. It was like this, and it hasn't changed all day. The wind is really blowing. My camera is pointed right into the storm there, right into the lake. Again, you can see, if you look at the shore there, and the waves up on the shore. It looks like an ocean. It looks like the waves on the ocean here, and this is a lake. So, you know, to see waves like that on this lake is extremely rare. But the wind is really, I think they said about 50 kilometers an hour, gusting 50 kilometers an hour. Who knows? Maybe it's even more than that now. That was early this morning is when I looked at that at the numbers of the wind. But the wind is definitely strong out there. The trees are blowing like crazy. I'm looking out my window here, and the trees are just looks like there's branches. That tree there that you're looking at is a fairly small tree, so it has a lot of bendy in it. But some of those older trees, like there's one outside of my house here that is quite an old tree, and it looks like some of the definitely some of the branches are broken right off of the tree because they're sitting on the ground there now. So yeah, the wind is actually quite strong out there, and the rain is beating down against the lens on the camera there. So there you can see it's kind of blurred out on you. So sorry about those drops of water in there that are making it poor, but it's just an example of what the weather is like out here. Alberta is generally, a place where you don't have too much in the way of like bad climate. Other than 30 below in the middle of winter, it gets pretty cold here. But it's once in a while you get some windstorms come up here. Once in a while you get a tornado. Hurricane, no, we never get hurricanes in here because hurricanes are generally, they start over the ocean and then blow towards land. And of course, we're inland here. We're too far inland for any kind of a hurricane to come in. But this appears to be a big thing with lots of rain. And I didn't really, I thought that the stuff is coming in from the west. So we've got from the west coast coming in here. And generally, we don't get too much rain because as the clouds and as the wind and everything else pushes from the west coast, they have to travel over top of the mountains, and the mountains are extremely high, and you get an awful lot of water, from the clouds that ends up dropping in the mountains. So by the time it gets to where we are here, we get rain and whatever, but not a humongous amount of rain at any one time. But whatever is happening here now, it's got to be climate change. Oh my God, it's climate change. Oh, geez, we'll blame it on climate change. It's like really screwing us royally here. We're pumping too much CO2. We're pumping too much oil out of the ground, and that CO2 is entering the atmosphere, and we're all going to die. That's probably what's going to happen here. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we'll chalk today up to climate change. Okay, how about that? It's like whenever there's a forest fire, it's like, oh my God, it's climate change that's causing these forest fires, And so there's no rain, there's no more rain because of climate change. And then, oh no, there's too much rain, It's got to be climate change. Oh my God. It's like everything is, it's like, it's global cooling. No, it's global warming. No, we can't make up our mind what it is. Yeah, we really can. Oh, Stay Free Alberta. Support local. Thanks, Tommy. Enjoy the show. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that one. There we are. Hey, let's bring it right up here. Stay Free Alberta. Hey, looking good. Matt Bell in the house there. Yeah, exactly. Stay Free Alberta. Yeah, we need Alberta independence. Man, did I ever have a lot of fun on Friday. Friday, we were over outside of the farmer's market in Sylvan Lake, and he had a PA system going there, and that was a great little rally that we had going on there. We had a chance to kind of, get the word out to the people that were driving by, to people that were walking up to the farmer's market. A lot of thumbs up, a lot of people honking their horns, a lot of people, with the program. You know what? I would say that everyone that drove by that was in an oil truck, like you know, a rig worker. You can tell what they're like, you know, like you know, because you got a satellite thing on their trucks and stuff like that, you know, white trucks, you know, guys that go to the oil rigs and stuff like that. A lot of those kind of people drove by, and every one of them gave us a thumbs up or honked their horn or something, that they were like pro-Alberta independence. So, you know what? The people that are the working people were really pro-Alberta independence, you know? And the people that I found that gave us a finger, there was one lady that gave us a finger from like whatever, a long ways away, and obviously she could hear what we were saying because she did that. But you know, you're gonna have those women liberals out there, you know, that just don't like anything to do with independence. They love paying, you know, like half of their money to the government and taxes and stuff like that. They want more taxes, carbon taxes, to save the environment. Oh man, we're gonna have to save the planet because in fact, you know, I'm going to save my money and I'm going to build an ark is what I'm going to have to do, because look at outside there, Al Munson, look at out there. It is like, if you can see that, well, you can barely see it now because my camera is getting screwed up out there with all the water, the rain beating down against it. But you can see that the lake out there looks like a frickin' ocean. The waves are like I've never seen before. It'll be interesting to see what the hell washed up on the beach there. Maybe some kind of a you know, Ogopogo or Nessie is gonna get washed up on the beach, or some kind of, maybe a whale. Oh no, did I say whale? No, I shouldn't have said whale, because we all know who you're gonna be thinking of when I say that. Yeah, okay, but otherwise, yeah, we're having fun here. It's pretty good. Leave your extra toilet paper to me in your will. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do appreciate that super chat, though. That, you know, that really makes me feel good. I do so many streams here. Lately, I've done so many streams and haven't even gotten one super chat, but I really enjoy that. I like to go live, and I should go live a lot more often, you know. The chat really rolls in my chat here. I have a lot of fun, and I appreciate that. And you know what? The more super chats I get, the more I'm going to go live. You know, I don't demand anybody super chat. You know, if you're out bottle picking or something like that, you know, you don't have to super chat, you know. Al Munson, you don't have to super chat. I know you never do. Catamus Rex, yeah, I know you never give us a super chat. Edward Cam there, I know you're into like LGBTQ stuff, and that costs you an awful lot of money to like buy those necessary things there for your LG activities there, so I know you probably don't have a lot of spare cash. Yeah, Catamus Rex, well, you know, I don't know that a liberal would donate anything to a conservative guy like me, but you know, hey, I love watching your channel though, Catamus Rex. I love what you guys are saying, and sometimes you guys dox me and, you know, give out my personal information, and you go, oh well, yeah, well, it's publicly available or whatever, but you know, it hurts. It's like bullying when I see that, so I don't like that. But on the other hand, I see that you're somewhat on my side with regards to Queenie, you know. Yeah, I don't like it when she talks about my kids and stuff like that. I like it to be, you know, you can hit on me and say whatever you want about me, and you know, I'm not gonna sue you or take you to court or something like that for a defamation of character or, you know, any kind of crap like that, because I understand that this is like tit for tat. We're having a little fun on the internet, we're sparring a little bit, whatever, you know. But Queenie goes a little bit overboard, and she goes from that to like, you know, oh, I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna send somebody over there, and I know lots of people, and I know I'll find out where you live, and blah 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 blah, you know, all the rest of it. But just a little bit of fun on the internet, I don't care. I like you know, having adversary type people that are not in my camp, politically not in my camp, or personally not in my camp. That's okay. You know, like a good example of that is Al Munson. You know, like some people don't like Al Munson, you know, but I like Al. I like you. Like I like you almost like a friend. I've known you for years on the internet. We've known each other. and you know, you say stuff about me, and hey, that's okay. But you're never like so vindictive that you're like, oh, I wish death upon you or something like that. You know, you never go to that extent. You know, and I know you don't like Trump, and I try and like Trump. We'll put it that way. I try and like Trump, but there's some things that he does that even I don't like. You know what I mean? Like I like his tariff thing, and I wish to hell that we would do more tariffs against other countries like China that are basically, we send all of our money to China and we get all of these containers over here with all of the stuff that they sell at Canadian Tire in the dollar store, you know, and like 99.9% of that stuff we could be manufacturing on a 3D printer here in Canada. You know, it's like completely ridiculous that we're not smart enough to be able to do stuff like that. But we could if we had tariffs, and if that junk was more expensive, then we would make it here. Like, for example, a t-shirt. Why can't you make a t-shirt in Canada? No, because they can sell one for like $1.99 to us from China. Meanwhile, it costs us $5 to make one here too. So nobody's gonna do that. So we're just too lazy to do stuff like that. Jelly rolls. Yeah. I demand you hit the like button. Yeah. Give us a like. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me take a look here. I was going to go over to the actual stream on YouTube, rather. I was going to say Fascist Book. They don't like it when I say that. Let's see here. Let me turn that music down a little bit. And roll. Okay, there we are. I see me over on YouTube. And I will give only 11 thumbs ups. Come on, what's the matter with you guys? Let's get with the program here. Let's see. I'm showing 30 people. Let me see. 30 people. Let me just get this one over a little bit. 30 people watching. But of course, I'm streaming on more than one platform. So I'm not sure where the hell people are watching. Oh, and I can't really tell. Oh, we got, 30 people watching on Tommy Temper Show. Okay, that's where most everyone is coming in here. And a few people watching over on Facebook and on X, it looks like. Looks good. Okay, I have to give myself a thumbs up here, too. 30 people watching and only 12 thumbs up. Come on, we got to do better than that. Look at the world is falling apart. We're in chaos. We're building arcs over here in Sylvan Lake so that we can, when the water overflows and whatever, that we can at least take, like a male and a female ant and a male and a female giraffe and a male. Oh, hang on. Oh, I forgot. It's 2026. Oh, we're going to have to think twice about the male and the female thing, because after all, there's more than two genders, right? I will admit to that. Don't sue me for like $750,000 for saying that there are only two genders when we all know that there are a multitude of genders, and there's even dogs and cats and whatever you want to be, whatever you want to identify as, just go right ahead. Be my guest, just do it. It's like that famous, was she a psychologist or what? Dr. Ruth. She used to say, well, if it feels good, do it. You know what I mean? If it feels good, do it. And yeah, I kind of agree with that. If it feels good, do it, Edward Cam. Just do it. Okay? There you go. Yeah, suing for the difference of opinion is something that a POTUS would do, not us normal working class people. No, but the human rights in Canada actually do that. They sue for they don't call it suing, but you put a complaint into the human rights thing, whatever. It's like a body that's set up in every province in Canada. And then this human rights thing ends up going against the person that said something. And then they end up getting these humongous claims against people, and it's happened right across Canada here to people all over the place. So you have to be careful what people say, because the human rights tribunals, that's what it is, human rights tribunal, will come and get you. And, you know, for that reason, I don't put anybody down. I like to be inclusive. Everybody, let's have a giant love fest, okay? Where it doesn't matter what color you are, what gender you are, what else is there, what anything you are. Let's just try and get along. You know, whether you want Alberta independence or whether you want to be part of Canada, we don't have to fight each other. We don't have to, like, boom, punch each other. Yeah. Did I mention that I got into a altercation the other day with a guy that came over? He was doing some weird stuff, whatever. It was over independence, right? I'm pro-independence, and he was like forever Canada, right? It was that kind of a thing. And it got into a thing where he came over and basically assaulted me probably three times before I did anything. And the very last thing that I did was like, boom! Yeah, right here in the middle of the chest. I didn't hit him in the head, but right in the middle of the chest. Just to, you know, like, keep him away from me, you know? And, wow, I was amazed doing that. That really shocked the hell out of him, and he stopped right away. The Forever Canada guys thought, oh, man, I better leave this Alberta independence guy away, or else I might be down on the ground the next time I get hit. But anyways, that actually happened. That the assault happened. I wasn't really going to talk about it. I wasn't going to say anything about it. But hey, whatever. It was something that happened, and we'll see what happens with that. It'll be interesting to see what happens. What's that? Cadamus Rex says, well, then stop the name calling and hate speech. What name calling? Tell me what, you know, you guys say that I'm like full of misinformation and hate speech. What name calling? I never called anyone any name. I'm going like, let's be inclusive. Let's be friends. Let's be, you know, cut with this enemy stuff. Cut with the you guys cut with the name calling. I don't call. I like refrain from calling people names. I haven't, since I've started my stream here. You tell me what name that I've called anyone, okay? I haven't called anyone any names. I like try and be like friends with everybody. You guys know that. I'm like the most friendly streamer on YouTube, like the least hateful person. Leftist or commies, those aren't names. A commie is a communist. That's short for a communist. If I call somebody a commie, that's short for the word communist. That's not a name calling. And if I'm calling somebody that votes NDP a commie, well, it's because that's what the party is. It's a communist party. Look at what Avi wants to do, the leader of the NDP party. He wants to nationalize food stores, nationalize the internet, nationalize your phones, nationalize housing. You know, like, those are communist things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just call people names just out of the blue. You know, I say things that are accurate, right? I don't want somebody to come back and sue me for anything. You know, why would I say things that would you know, make it easy for somebody to sue me for defamation of character or something like that, you know? I just don't even want to go there. That's why I try and be nice to everyone. And, you know, it's hard to do that in this day and age because, let's face it, you've got so many people out there that are just rats, you know? But those people that try and out me and have channels out there and hit channels, I call them hit channels, and you know who I'm talking about. You guys have Cadamus Rex, your channel is a hit channel. You know, I hate to say it, but you guys sit around there, you know, like, well, let's see, what lolcow could we go over and infiltrate today and go over into his chat and, you know, say bullshit about him and then come back here and then go, oh, we were over there, you know, saying bullshit about whatever Fox or Sarah and the crew over there. Oh, by the way, I really like that outing that they had with Queenie there, that whole thing with Sarah and Queenie. That was really good. And yeah, I want to see that video where Queasy was at the rally and was arguing with the guy, with the LG guy. And then whatever, she claims that she fell backwards. She claims that nobody pushed her. Nobody was like bigger than her, better her, stronger than her. It was like, oops, I did it again. I fell down and I couldn't get up and I needed help to get up. It's golden. It's golden to hear stuff like that, like, because she deserves that kind of shit, like, honestly, if anyone in this world deserves to, be, and did she get escorted by the police out of the event or something? And she was like pro the event. She was pro anti-independence. Well, she was like pro Canada. It was a pro Canada event, anti-independence event, and she's like pro Canada. She goes to the pro Canada event to support the pro Canada side and ends up fighting with the LG community and getting kicked out of there. Oh, that is absolutely golden. You can't make that up. Oh, and Queenie, she'll listen to this too. She will absolutely listen to this, and she'll be like, there'll be like steam coming out of you. See, remember those cartoons where the guys get so mad that there's steam just coming out of their ears, Yeah, well, that'll be Queenie watching this. You go, oh, you get dummy dumpster, you SOB, blah 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 blah, pedo this, molester that, every name in the book. Hey, but she can get away with it. She can get away with it because she knows that I'm not going to sue her. And I'm not going to run to the RCMP and complain about you either, Queenie. Keep that in mind. You can run to the RCMP just like you do all the time. Okay, you do. I know you do because you say you do. You say, and you also phone some kind of a government department for children and stuff like that. That they're, people are abusing kids and whatever. Like you run to all kind of authorities and report people. Like all the time. That's called a snitch. Okay, you're a snitch for doing stuff like that. But you can't blame me for being some kind of a snitch or something like that, because I will never fall into that category whatsoever. Because all I know is that if a person is devilish, then the devil will get you, right? That's what'll end up happening. I don't have to do anything because everybody else will do all of the work for me, because you're poking at not just me, you're poking at everybody, almost everybody out there on the internet, except your two mods, And like, that's funny where you go, oh, I built Tommy Temper's channel. I built his channel. If it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be any Tommy Temper, or he wouldn't have a channel, and blah, blah, blah. And there are so many people that left his channel because they don't like him. And where are they? Are they over in your channel? No, they're not. People come and people go, I can't, and when you have lots of subs, there are such a thing as dead subs, I call them dead subs. They're not dead, but they're sub to your channel, but they're like, they're tired of YouTube. They like leave YouTube, they're gone, whatever, but they're still a sub on your channel. Those are what I call dead subs, right? There's also subs that you'll get, which are vertical subs, and those are like useless subs, right? Because they don't come and watch you on a horizontal feed. They only watch vertical. They only watch vertical feeds, and it's like flick for 10 seconds, watch for 10 seconds, flick, watch the next guy for 10 seconds, flick. That's why I don't like going vertical, because you'll get lots of subs, but the people don't watch it for hardly any length of time at all. I look at those YouTube statistics all the time, and I have determined that going vertical does not do your channel a lot of good, other than you get a lot of subs. You get a lot of subs, but you don't get consistent viewers that come and watch for like, let's say 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that at a time. Like I do get people watching, like there's 30 people watching here right now, but it's a turnover of people. It's like every 15 minutes people go and another 15-minute people come. That's why you see different people coming in here and saying hi all the time, Yeah, exactly. Bottle picking liberals. Yeah, exactly. They're out there. They're like, yeah, I'm elbows up, but I'm picking bottles. Yeah, because that's definitely going to make the payroll. I hear you retired. What? What's that? Sold your company and appreciating the $10 super chats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. well, I'm not retired. I'm not 100% retired, but I'm not doing anything. I don't really do anything. I just sit around, and the company where I was running some stuff, that is like completely gone. I don't have anything to do with that. Don't file taxes or anything like that on anything else other than myself personally. So, it's like that. Everything is kind of to me. So it's not like you can dox me with some company or something like that because it won't do you any good. And you can't report me to some boss or something like that because I don't have a boss. I'm just me. Yeah. And me and having fun on the internet and having fun with YouTube. And we're live right now on Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and X on all of those platforms. I find that YouTube is one of the better platforms. I have more fun on YouTube than anything else. So I would recommend that if anybody is watching on the other platforms that they come on over to YouTube because there's more people watching over on YouTube than on the other platforms. Geez, and when I click this button to see the other platforms and what's going on there, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I have to have it like that. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna move that over there. Just I've got different screens over here at the lake house here. So and I was having trouble with my soundboard. And I discovered that the soundboard has this thing here, where if I push this button, I'm on the Rodecaster Pro 2.
And if I push that button, then it does something weird to my voice. And I didn't know that you could do that with the Rodecaster Pro 2. I thought I needed like voice mod or something like that to do that.
So, and let's see, what else is there? What's this one?
From the shadowed.
Oh, yeah, that's back to the normal one. And then it's got, let's see. It's like the boink. But
What's this one do? Look at this one does something.
That one does something. I don't know what the hell that was. It was Cyborg.
This is the cyborg voice.
That's pretty stupid, though.
What about this one here? This one does something too. It makes my voice a lot deeper.
Yeah, I need a deeper voice, yeah.
Let's see, what does this one do? Oh, this one's got kind of a weird sound to it there too.
What about this one here? Oh, these things are all set up to something a little bit different here. Wow, yeah, that's pretty weird.
What about that one? Oh, yeah. Okay, that one does something too.
Okay. Okay, so there's more than one of those buttons programmed to do a voice changing thing. So, okay. Not that any of them are really worth 2 bits. Maybe if one of them was added like a bit of echo or something like that, like echo, 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 echo. Something like that would be good. What about this one? What does this one do?
You bloody fucking phone is fucking ringing, bastard!
Oh, no.
Listen now, you bloody phony telephone fucking ring,
What's
ring.
that all about?
Bloody hell, pick your fucking phone up, you bastard motherfucking cunt, your bloody
Jeez.
telephone, a bloody fucking ring, bastard!
Hey, it's a family show.
I'm fucking telling you, fucking sick and tired of
Jeez.
this bloody fucking phone. I'm telling you, motherfucker, you pick your fucking phone
It's
up,
that,
you bloody
it's that scammer coming in from over there, overseas there. He's entered into the show here. Okay, well, yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, I hope you are too. Appreciate your company. It's a, pretty fun time here. Yeah, so I'm like pro Alberta independence and always on that gung ho thing. I'm going to try to invite, and I haven't done this yet. I've been independent of everybody else with this independence thing, because you get these different factions together. Herman the Tosser, good to see you coming in from the UK. Did you see those videos coming in from where was it? Paris. The Paris riots. Holy shit, things are going bad there. And you know what? The Paris riots are what's coming to Canada. Okay, you guys have crap like that happening in the UK. You see what's happening in Paris. You guys are like really, really close to what's happening in Paris, with the mass immigration. And we're faced with the same mass immigration here in Canada. And we're starting to see that kind of stuff, kind of the fervor of that start to happen in the major cities here in Canada. And I'm worried about it. I'm really worried about it. That's why I don't want to see mass immigration. And it's already getting to the point where, the numbers are building up. There's an East Indian gang has now said that they've got 1,000 people across Canada that are ready to like go to action to do some kind of garbage, some kind of shit to do something to us here in Canada. So we've already got this stuff happening here in Canada, and the rioting and stuff like that is absolutely going to start. All we need is more numbers. Just keep importing these people that are going to riot and destroy our country. And of course the Liberals are going, no, you're stupid. Well, what about the Liberals over in France? What are they saying now? What are they saying? Well, this was a good idea. Mass immigration was a good idea. I'm glad we listened to the globalists and invited everyone from every third world into our country to destroy the hell out of it. Yeah, okay. And I know you liberals, you're like, oh, Tommy, you don't know what you're talking about. That's misinformation. You're just always feeding this misinformation out on the internet. No, I'm not. All I'm doing is just watching what's going on in the world. And we've been saying this. I've got friends of mine that have been like friends for like 30 years that we get together once in a while and we chat, and we've chatted for years already, for like 10 years, for 20 years. And we've seen this stuff happening. 10 years ago, we saw this stuff happening. And we said, whatever happens over in Europe is going to happen over here in North America, probably about 10 years later. So what you see happening in France right now is going to be happening in Canada in 10 years. And it's starting. It is absolutely starting already. We're starting to see people, go berserk and have these rallies and burn flags and tell us that death to Canadians in the States is death to Americans and that kind of stuff. And it's just bad stuff out there. Dean Wall, good to see you there, Dean Wall. Good to see you from that. Dean Wall, are you an NDPer? Are you one of those communist NDPers? Apparently, the NDP party has turned communist, I hear. I don't know what the hell's with those guys there. You guys going to try and nationalize the grocery stores and everything else? I don't know. I think that you are, though. Yeah. World economy, third world country. Yeah. Well, if you've traveled the world, which I have, I've traveled to the Middle East, to, Europe, to North Africa, to Mexico, to the United States, to the Virgin Islands. I've even to Virgin Gorda, the island of the fat virgin, as a matter of fact. Like, I've been to a few places in the world, but I have been to some impoverished countries, and I've seen even Morocco. A place like Morocco is a pretty desolate place. It's like, sure, there's big cities, there's glass towers and stuff like that, but you go outside of the cities and they're living in little mud huts and stuff like that, and they're herding goats and whatever, crap like that. And even in the big cities, you've got the people panhandling on the streets, just like hundreds and hundreds of people panhandling on the streets. The health care is not there. They don't have health care. They're, just lying out on the streets and stuff like that. It's terrible to see that stuff. You feel sorry for that. But you know what? We can't help everyone. You can't invite everyone in the whole world into your country and help everyone and expect that they're going to have the same degree of health care, for example, that we have, because it's impossible. When you bring all those people in here, you're not going to have the same level of health care. It is going to drop immensely. You're going to have big lineups in the hospitals. You're going to have waiting lists for for getting any kind of care, hip surgeries, knee surgeries, and all kind of stuff like that. It's terrible when you overpopulate a country. Like, we have built up these countries like the United States and Canada to be a lot higher than the third world and a better lifestyle. And when you start bringing people in from other countries, you have to expect that your lifestyle is going to drop. You're not going to have the same level of health services whatsoever. It's going to diminish to the level. And eventually, when you bring so many people in, then your country ends up being the same as the third world. So go over, travel to third world countries, see what life is like, and ask yourself, do I want Canada to be like that? Because the globalists, that's what they're all about. What do you think globalism is? It's like, one world order. We want the whole world to all be unified, to be the same, for people to have the same level of, but they don't think. The same level of what? The same level of depressed standard of living, right? Because that's what ends up happening. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's see, what time is it here? 4:50. Okay, that being said, I have to leave the big storm, which is getting worse out there. It's getting worse. I have to go out there in my car and head back to Edmonton from here. I have to leave because my time is up on the internet. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. For the super chats and joining the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. And I will go live again very soon. I will be at my studio in Edmonton next. And I'm going to try and bring on I'm going to really, really try and get a hold of these people. I'm going to try and get a hold of Jeffrey Rath from the Prosperity Project. Get him on as a guest on my channel. Get a hold of Mitch Sylvester from the Stay Free Alberta. See if I can get him on as a guest. Maybe get on Corey Morgan, and on and on and on it goes. Okay. So far, being a one-man show, I don't have any secretary that I can say to my secretary, hey, see if you can contact this guy. See if we can get him on as a guest, and we'll have a time and a date, whatever, set it up. But the problem is I fly by the seat of my pants, and that's my... I could say it's a negative part of me, where flying by the seat of your pants means that I flip the switch and go live whenever the hell I want to, and which is not good for my channel because, they always say, people have to expect you to come on at a certain time of the day, whatever, and you have to have continuity and you have to be doing it like all the time, whatever, and that's how you build up your channel and your viewers and everything else, and you have to do it like that. And I agree. I absolutely agree. If I did this every day and a certain time of the day, and if I had a guest organized, and that's the other thing, is if I had a secretary, then I could get guests to come onto the program, vary them out there. I could have Danielle Smith come, or the premier of the province of Alberta. I could have her come on as a guest on the show here, as a matter of fact. Or even have Pierre Polyev. He might come on my show. You never know. Or even Mark Carney. He kicked me out of the Edmonton rally, so it's not too likely that Mark Carney would come on as a guest on the Tommy Temper show. Not too likely. Oh man, I hate it when I get kicked out of a place. But that's it's like a star. What is it? Where does the star go on your hat? Or a badge. It's like a badge of honor right here. Mark Carney, the illustrious leader of the of the liberal country of Canada, kicked me out of one of his events by his Secret Service told security to kick that guy Tommy Temper out because he doesn't support the Liberals and he's just a bad guy, and he went to Ottawa and he's just he's for independence for Alberta. Like, holy jeez, it's like everything that Mark Carney is against, I'm like for. How about put a little bit of money in your pocket or something like that? That would be a good thing. Quit robbing us of our money by taxing the hell out of us, Al Munson in the house. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. But I'll say 7-3, take care, peace, love, and all the rest of it to everyone. And we will see you again soon, very soon.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Alberta's pride.
And enjoy the blurry view of the lake out there through the water and the lens and the wind and the hurricane, whatever it is out there. Well, I'm not gonna. That's false information. It's not a hurricane. But we'll be back soon, so look forward to us to join the party with you soon, okay? And next time that I go live out here at the lake, I might have the hot tub go in there. So, hey, that'll be fun. Woohoo! There you go.
The haters with truth in his lines, talking about the world from the left to the right. Tommy's got the mic, keeping it tight. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy. Battling trolls with a spark in your
That's you, the trolls.
conspiracy
No, not everyone.
politics,
Only some of you.
streaming from the rock.
Thanks a lot, though. I appreciate everybody's company, good or bad, left or right,
Like a champion dream from out
independent or elbows up. It doesn't matter. We're all friends.
spilling all the tea in the usual life from the hot tub to the
American, Canadian, Trumpster, whether you like Trump or Biden, it doesn't matter.
great guy. Battling trolls with a spark in your eye.
You got it. Seahawk, Al Munson.
Politics and fun. Streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. So raise a glass to
Here, this is the Trump dance. I don't know what my dance is here yet. I'm not elbows up, that's for sure.
and the hot tub steaming. Tommy Temper.
But I'm going to go out into the pseudo hurricane. Oh, I hope I make it home. Hope I don't get blown off the highway or get rained out. Be driving along and there'll be a lake that I'll have to go through. Okay, everyone, take care. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, name it after me, Little Tommy.